Hello, beautiful souls. Yeah, and welcome to this video. So I definitely started off this um, channel thinking that um, I'd be mostly discussing things of a political nature. Um, Obviously, I haven't posted like in over a year, I think, or maybe in a year. Um, kind of transitioned out of my obsession with politics. um, so I think I'm going to be repurposing this channel. I mean, even though I posted all of what, like 6 videos maybe, I don't know. And I garnered a whopping total of maybe seven, seven, seven views. um, it kind of tracks along with the audience of my podcast. So mostly it's talking to myself, and I can hear that this is going to be annoying with the mic. So let's get rid of that. But yeah, so right now my focus has mainly been things of a more spiritual nature, meditation, energy healing, light language, um, raising the collective consciousness. I don't know what's happening with this right now. But yeah, so I thought maybe I would repurpose this channel for things more of that nature. My Instagram has also made that transition. So yeah, I figured it was time to do that pair, and also kind of extend, kind of an extension of my podcast, High Ramblings. Although I don't think I'll be high most of the time on this platform. Although no promises. But yeah, I thought, for the new year, I would maybe just come on, pull some cards, and see what messages come through that we can carry with us as we get settled into this new year. You know, we leave behind 2021. Grateful for all the lessons that it brought, difficult as some of them may have been. But yeah, and as we go into this new year, we'll see what messages come through, what guidance comes through for this year. But before, I'm going to use my Spirit Song Tarot deck, my Angel Guide Oracle deck, and my Starseed Oracle deck. We'll see what messages the universe has for us. But before we get into that portion, just kind of take a moment to just come into your heart space. Take a minute to just be present. Take some breaths. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. And if you want, we can just take this moment, close your eyes. You can put a hand over your heart and just inhale deeply into your heart space. Hold at the top. And then exhale fully. And just do that 2 or 3 more times, or until you feel a sense of contentment and deep relaxation. Keeping your eyes closed, just imagine a ball of light above your head. And as this ball turns, that light is being poured into you, entering through your crown chakra at the top of your head, making its way down to your third eye chakra, clearing out any blocks on the way down. As it passes through your throat chakra, and as it passes through each part of your body, just allow yourself to relax. Relax your head, relax your eyes, relax your mouth. And the light passes through your throat chakra. Allow your throat to relax. So it travels down to your heart chakra. Allow your shoulders and your arms to relax. Feel this wave of relaxation as the light pours over you. And it travels down to your solar plexus. Allow your torso, your stomach, your back to relax. As it moves down to your sacral chakra, allow your hips to relax. The light pours down to your root chakra. Allow your thighs, your knees, your legs, your feet to relax. Allow your whole body to relax. And just open yourself up to receive any healing that's being sent. Just keeping your eyes closed, just focus on your breath and set the intention to open yourself up to receive any healing that's being sent to you. Clearing out any blocks that might be preventing any of your chakras from flowing freely. Some people experience feelings of pressure, some tingling sensations, and some people feel nothing. Whatever your experience is, try not to judge it. Just allow it to be whatever it is. Continue focusing on your breath. Allowing yourself to be in this present moment. Clearing your aura. Sending so much love, light, and healing energy your way. As you focus on your breath, you can start taking some deeper breaths in and out. Start bringing movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers, your toes. And when you're ready, just open your eyes. Hope that you are able to find some peace in that moment. And staying in our heart space, allow yourself to be open to receive any messages that will be coming through. I'm just going to pull one card from each deck, unless I feel called to do differently. But these are the 3 decks that I felt called to use today. I'm going to start out with my Angel Guide Oracle deck. This is by Kyle Gray. Let's see what message the angels have for us for this new year. All right. Thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence and for revealing to us what it is we need to know. We're willing to listen and receive. And so it is. So what I do when I shuffle, I kind of just tune into my intuition for when I should stop. When I do one-on-one sessions, I ask the person that I'm reading for to just tune into their intuition and just let me know when they feel like I should stop. But as I am recording this and you are not present, I can't listen to you tell me when to stop. But my inner guidance has self-acceptance. Yes. Um, for me, 2021 was a year of self-acceptance, a year of learning to love and truly accept myself for every aspect of my being, right? And a year of discovering my purpose, which is to help others on their journey to find that same self-acceptance and self-love, to help guide people inwards, right? Um, so yeah, this is a year of truly going within, um, healing and working on loving you, right? Working on becoming in alignment with your soul, with your higher self, and recognizing that every aspect of you is absolutely beautiful and absolutely divine, right? You are an amazingly divine being with limitless potential, unlimited potential, right? And it's just a matter of you recognizing that, recognizing the power that you have within yourself. But yeah, let's see what message this card brings. Self-acceptance. You are making incredible efforts to heal and release habits and thoughts that once held you back. Take a moment to look at yourself through the loving eyes of Mother, Father, God, and appreciate how far you've come, all the adversity you face, and the person you are today. Angels are wrapping their wings around you and encouraging you to see what they see. And they see you as perfect, just the way you are. If your confidence has dropped recently, or you've not been as positive as you'd like to have been, change that now by giving yourself credit where it's due. Maybe you've discovered that negative talk and thoughts aren't working for you. This is a time to try loving yourself instead. To get started, try speaking to yourself more respectfully and giving yourself some leeway and some time to change. When this card appears, know that your self-esteem and confidence have taken some knocks over the years and you've had thoughts that are no longer serving you. But your angels want nothing more than for you to be happy and at peace. And they're drawing close now to help restore your confidence in yourself. You have the ability to live a life that you love, but to experience that fully, you have to recognize that you are worthy of it. So take some time today to realize that heaven loves you unconditionally, and then take small steps to loving yourself the same way. The outer world you experience is a mirror of the conversations you have on the inside with yourself. So align them with love. Right? Yes. I think so often, um, we're looking for things outside of ourselves to validate us, to give us purpose, to give us meaning, to make us feel loved or worthy of love, right? But you are worthy of love, not because of what you have or what you've done or anything on the outside. You are worthy of love just because you're you, right? And you are perfect as you are. Where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be, regardless of where that is. And accepting yourself, part of that also requires you to accept where you are, accept the circumstances that you find yourself in, and recognize that everything that is happening to you, or everything that is happening around you, every experience that comes into your reality is happening for you, right? Not to you. And everything is meant to help you grow. Yeah. But self-acceptance, right? The most important love that you will give or receive is the love that you give to yourself, right? I think so often we place the value of ourselves on how much we're loved by other people, how other people feel about us. But what other people think, it doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters when it comes to you is your own, and how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your life, your journey, your path, right? The decisions that you make in life should be guided by your inner self, your inner being, right? That inner guidance, not from the external. And the more that you love yourself, the more you accept yourself, the more that you trust that inner guidance that's coming from your soul, your higher self, the more fulfilling life will be, right? But yeah, self-acceptance. Allow this to be the year that you learn to really, truly love yourself and recognize that there is no bad, right? There's nothing wrong about you. There's nothing broken about you. There's nothing bad about you. You know, sometimes, yes, we set goals for ourselves and we might not meet those goals, but that doesn't mean that we're failing, right? That's just the experience that we've had. And that's part of what this is all about, what life is all about, experiencing all of it, the good, the bad, the in-between, and allowing yourself to be in a state of acceptance of all of that. You know? But yeah. I should probably note that my mind tends to wander. And while I might start talking about one thing, it might not always stick to that. And sometimes things might not seem like they connect, but you know, I find that whatever needs to come through is what comes through. And you know, if it's kind of all over the place, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I have accepted that my mind doesn't necessarily function the way everyone else's does, and it's not supposed to, right? We are each unique, divinely unique individuals, and we're not meant to operate like everyone around us, right? So yeah, let's move on to the next deck. Self-acceptance. I love this card. I think it's a good one for us to hold on to this year, you know? Acceptance of self. Very, very important. All right. The next deck that I will be pulling from, my Starseed Oracle deck, and this one is by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Noel. So let's see what message this deck has to bring us. And there's an incantation in here, or invocation rather. Okay. And as I do this invocation, you can just close your eyes, focus on your breath, and place a hand over your heart. Thank you for revealing to me what's in the highest good for all. Thank you for unveiling only what would be helpful for all people and beings. I choose to step into the sacred space of the soul and the intelligence of the universe. From my will to thy will, please guide me, please lead me, please show me the way. All right. And I know in that it says, please guide me, please lead me. And generally my guidance for people is that everything that you need to know is within yourself, right? And while this is asking, please guide me, please lead me, it's asking that inner self, that inner guide, your higher self, your soul, right? That's the guidance that it's seeking. It's more about allowing yourself to surrender to that inner guidance, and to trust it. Trust your intuition and trust that in everything you are always divinely guided. But yeah. So let's see what message this deck brings us. All right. And for anyone that might not know what a starseed is, the tingles. All right. Ooh. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what's not yours. All right. So if you've heard of an empath, right? Someone that often takes on the energy and emotions of those around them. If you're someone that is greatly affected by those around you energetically, then you're probably an empath. You know, maybe sometimes when you're out for long periods of time, within groups of people, sometimes you might need time to recover from that, right? Sometimes it can be difficult being around other people for extended periods of time if you're not yet an empowered empath, right? When you're able to recognize what your energy is and what someone else's energy is and allow yourself to create those barriers and boundaries, right? To ensure that no one else's energy is impacting you. But yeah. Let's see what message this one brings. I've never gotten this card before. Although, I mean, this is a fairly new deck for me. So I haven't made my way through the entirety of it. But I have found that often it's the same cards that are coming through, right? So there's like a core 10 cards that I've been through multiple times. So whenever I see a new card, it's like, someone needed this message. All right, so let's see what it says. Empathic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here, thanks to the energetic change their physical presence causes. Due to their highly sensitive nature, empathic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction and depression or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts, they tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lightening the load energetically. Don't put yourself under such pressure to go out into the world. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically. If you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace, instead, put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressures of the world off your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel that we should be doing more, but perhaps being present in our life is enough. This could be a phase you're going through or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others, right now you're being called to keep something for yourself. You don't need to transmute at all. It's okay to look after your own growth and healing before feeling you should offer it to the world. Indeed, it's necessary if you want to continue to do so sustainably. And the Starseed Soul Inquiry: how can you take better care of yourself energetically? Yes. Self-care is so important. So we have self-acceptance, learning to love and accept yourself, and self-care, understanding that you are important and you need to take care of you, because just your presence in this world is helping to heal it. But that can be very taxing, right? It can be very draining energetically. So it's important that you're taking the time to recharge yourself, taking that time to take care of you and make sure that when you are giving and when you are pouring out into the world, you are pouring from a full cup, right? You're not pouring from empty. We have this idea sometimes that we have to make sure that everyone else around us is good before before we're okay, but that's not how it works. When you're on the airplane, the guidance is that if shit goes down, right, take care of yourself first and then you help others, right? Even your child, right? Your own child, before you attend to them, you attend to yourself. Because what happens if you're struggling getting their mask on, and in that process you're losing energy, you're losing air, you're losing oxygen, right? And then maybe you can't even manage to put it on them or yourself now. So you put on your mask first to ensure that when you are assisting others, you can do so effectively, right? So in order to be an effective healer, work on healing yourself. You are your first client, right? And ensuring that you are in a place where you can give is important, right? Follow that inner guidance, and trust that inner guidance. Sometimes you might be invited to go somewhere and you have a little ping that's like, no, I don't want to do this. Trust that. You don't have to do anything. You don't. If it doesn't feel right energetically, if your soul doesn't feel like it's being called to do that, then don't. Trust your inner guidance. Honor that inner guidance. Tune into what your soul wants and honor that. But yeah. So we have self-acceptance and self-care. Doesn't say self-care, it's empathic starseed, but the guidance from this card is to ensure that you're taking care of you. That should be your top priority. Allow this to be the year of self-love and self-care, right? The self. Focus inwards. Yeah. All right. It's the Starseed Oracle deck. Let's see what comes through from my Spirit Song Tarot deck. All right. I'm loving the messages so far. I think they're pretty appropriate for this coming year. Should probably get some wireless headphones, because I'm looking at this one popped out. 3 of Shells, playfulness and bliss. Yeah, the cord keeps going towards the incense stick. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't burn. Did I show the card already? Yeah. 3 of Shells. And for this deck, shells are the equivalent of cups in a regular tarot deck. All right. 3 of Shells, dolphin, playfulness and bliss. Delivering the medicine of playfulness and bliss, dolphin encourages you to honor your achievements in life. He's here to guide you in nurturing the seeds of life, finding joy in all that is ahead of you. Celebrate with others, sharing good times together in mutual accomplishment. Dance in the waters of good fortune as you tap into the stream of wonderful possibilities. Remain grateful for your blessings and nourish your relationship with your emotional growth. Know that fulfillment is realized through love. Be open to both giving and receiving it and allow it to expand. Yes. Honor your achievements in life. Celebrate yourself. Take account of all the things that you have accomplished. And there is nothing too small to celebrate. Celebrate all of it. Celebrate every aspect of your being. Always find different reasons to celebrate, to bring joy and play into your life, right? Everything doesn't have to be about work. Right? Allow yourself to enjoy life. That's why we're here, to enjoy every moment, every experience that is given to us. Allow yourself to enjoy it all. And know that just waking up, just being here, that's enough cause to celebrate. That's enough cause to celebrate you, just your being, right? Allow yourself to really pour into yourself. Oh, skip to the wrong part. Dance in the waters of good fortune as you tap into the stream of wonderful possibilities. Remain grateful for your blessings and nourish your relationships with your emotional growth. Gratitude is so important. Always taking account of the things in your life that you're grateful for. And there is so much to be grateful for. I know sometimes when things aren't necessarily going as we planned or as we hoped, as we expected, there is always something to be grateful for, right? So trying to find things every day every single day, in every moment if you can. But finding things to be grateful for is so important on any healing journey, right? Gratitude is a big part of the healing process. And nourish your relationships with your emotional growth. As you grow, as you heal, as you work towards becoming the best version of yourself, it affects the people around you. You'll see changes within the different relationships in your life. Yeah. You nourish your relationships just by healing yourself, by working on you, by healing yourself, by pouring into you. You affect the lives of those around you. You help others on their healing journey, right? So continue on this path of healing, this path of self-acceptance. Allow yourself to pour into you. Allow this year to be the year of healing. Allow yourself to be selfish, right? Yeah. Know that fulfillment is realized through love. Be open to both giving and receiving it, and allow it to expand. Yes. I think that's so important. Allowing yourself to change your perception and start looking through a lens of love in every situation, with every person. Try to lead with your heart. Lead from your heart space. Lead with love in everything. When it comes to yourself, especially, but also when it comes to others. When you're interacting with others, allow every decision that you make to come from a place of love, to come from a place of compassion and kindness. Yeah, I think that's important. And I think what I have found and what I have heard many people express is that the more you work on loving yourself, right, the more that self-love and self-acceptance increases, the easier it becomes to love and accept others, right? It just happens automatically, kind of. So when you focus on yourself, when you focus on healing within, focus on really loving every fiber of your being, you start to see the potential in everyone around you. And unconditional love truly becomes unconditional, for everyone, for every being, regardless of how that being is showing up in this world at this moment. I go back to my obsession with politics, and I had some deep loathing for certain specific politicians. And as I have expanded my love and acceptance for myself, I have found that loathing and that hatred has transformed into love and empathy, right? And just wishes for them to heal, right? You recognize more that those actions and behaviors of others that we see as bad, or no words are coming right now, but yes, bad, we realize that those actions and behaviors are coming from a place of pain, a place of trauma, right? And you can have a lot more compassion for someone when you recognize that it's not necessarily the person that's acting or speaking, it's that trauma. It's the pain that's within them that's bleeding out into how they show up in the world, right? So, yeah, allow this to be a year of healing yourself, right? If we can all take this opportunity to just go inward and to focus on how we can change and transform how we show up in the world, instead of trying to get everyone around us to show up differently in ways that we can accept, that make us comfortable. We should focus on ourselves, focus on healing within ourselves. Yeah. But yeah, those are the cards for today. Self-acceptance, self-care, and that self-care is not just for empaths, right? It's for all of us. We all should be ensuring that we're taking care of ourselves, right? And giving ourselves the love and attention that we need. Tuning into our higher selves, to our souls, and really trying to follow that inner guidance to what it is that our souls want, our deep desires, right? And then 3 of shells, playfulness, bliss, allowing yourself to celebrate yourself, taking account of all your accomplishments, big and small. Yeah. Let 2022 be a year of healing, a year of love, compassion, kindness. Yeah. And a year of the self, a year of you, really tuning into you. But yeah, with that, and my incense is almost out, I believe I am complete. I hope the cards, plural, I hope they resonated. And I hope that you are able to take those messages in and carry them with you as you navigate this new year. Yeah. All right. Sending so much love and light. And sending wishes for a bountiful and joyful new year. Bye.